I could have screamed. It was like a slow heat. It was terrible. Like this, and it's like just constant flaking. Like, what is this? Why is this happening? What's going on, guys? It's Nicole Charnel. In today's video, I'm just going to do a smaller review of a skincare line that I tried, and it's called Perfec-Tone, and it's a Black-owned business or Black-owned skincare line. I don't know if you guys have seen it on Instagram or anything like that, but basically, I have issues with dark spots and I have issues with acne, and then because of my acne, I get dark spots like after my acne kind of goes away. So I've been looking for products to kind of help even out my skin tone and kind of get the dark spots to go away, because I've kind of gotten to the point where I understand why my acne is happening based off of like changing my diet and stuff like that. I kind of saw that accidentally, but then because I have acne, I get like acne scars or dark spots on my skin where, you know, when my acne goes away, and I was looking for something to really combat that. So I came across this video, and I'll link the video down below, and I do not remember the lady's name because I do not watch her regularly, but I watched her video, and it was amazing. Like, her skin transformation was amazing, and she was talking about the brand Perfec-Tone. So then I went to the website and I went to Instagram and like saw all these beautiful melanated skin women, these beautiful Black women with like dark spots, and then like their after photo of like how their dark spots were clearing up, and I was amazed. Like, it was amazing. So I was looking at reviews and, you know, like just really like looking into the product, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this product because it wasn't cheap. Any good skincare is not cheap. Like, I went on the website and I was looking at their little kits. So they have like a couple of kits on their website that one is like for dark spots and like evening your tone, and then another one is for like smoothing out your skin. Like, so it like gives 3 different products for each one. I went with the one that has a toner, a redefining cream, and then a dark spot corrector, because really the dark spot corrector is really what I wanted. But I was like, oh well, I'll get the kit because probably all 3 of these work together, and you know, just reading what the kit was supposed to do online, I was like, this is probably the best option for me. Like, this is what I should get. So I got that, and then I put what they call a clarifying gel in my cart as well. However, you know, maybe I just didn't read the product well enough, but that product is also a toner as well, which I did not. I guess I wasn't paying attention, because I got 2 toners basically. I felt like I read the product. I felt like I read it good enough, and I didn't understand that the clarifying gel was a toner as well as the other toner, but I digress. Anyway, so I purchased it. It's coming from the Bahamas, the Caribbean, or something like that. So it took a little while to get to me, but that's fine. I expected that. Then when it got to me, I was super excited to try it for the first time. So I did not purchase a cleanser, but I have a cleanser that I use all the time. It's from Lush. So I used my cleanser, and then I went straight into, you know, cleanse, tone, serum, moisturize, all that. So I went straight into that. So I used my cleanser, and then I used the toner. I used the toner that was in the kit. I got the Complexion Perfection set. So the toner, it was the purifying toner, and it was in the bottle just like that, but it's liquidy, right? So it didn't say like put on a cotton swab. So at first I put it in my hand. I'm like, oh, like I can't put this in my hand. So I used the cotton swab, and so I put it on there, and then I wiped it on my face just like I usually do with the toner. So I put the toner on, and for a second it was fine, and then it starts to burn. It starts to burn my face, very much so. Like, it was bad. So it's burning. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, okay, is my face like swelling up? Because like, that is what I feel like. I feel like my face is about to be just inflamed and just terribly red, but I'm looking at my face. I'm in the mirror. So, and nothing's happening. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna go away. So after a couple seconds, I wait, maybe about a minute, and then it starts to diminish. And I'm like, okay, so it's diminishing. I've never had a toner burn before. However, like, I know some people who use like, you know, some more astringent type toners, you know, and they say it tingles a little. So maybe that was that. I don't know. So anyway, so I move on to the next step. I think I went straight to the spot treatment. I use that, and you're supposed to put it like directly on your dark spots. So, I just, you know, put it there, and it stung a little, but not as bad as the toner. And then I just went in with my own moisturizer, which once again is a Lush moisturizer. So then when I went in with my moisturizer, like my face, I don't know, it was just still tender. Like it just felt tender. It just felt tender all night long. It just felt tender. And I'm like, okay, you know, hopefully I won't wake up in the morning and my face will be a balloon, like it won't be blown up or something. But it wasn't. I woke up in the morning and it was fine. And I do my skincare regimen. I have a morning and I have a nighttime. So the next morning I woke up and I looked at my face and my face looked fine, you know, so I just went ahead and I washed my face, get to the toner step, and I used the clarifying gel, which once I realized they were both toners, once I purchased the item, I realized that second one was a toner as well. But anyway, so I went to use that, and once again, it burned. It burned for like a minute. Once again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I think I had to go to work that day, so I'm like, why? Like, why? I really hope it's not like burning, my face is gonna blow up or have some type of reaction, but it didn't do anything but other than burn. So then I went to the next step, which was the refining cream. So once again, that tingled a little bit, and then it went away after a minute, and then I used my own moisturizer. That happened the first 2 days I used it. So by the second day I was like, okay, like something's wrong, like I need to stop using this, I need to send a message. I actually sent an email. So well, actually the company sent an email to me like the week that I purchased. They sent an email and they were like, hey, thank you for purchasing our product, send us some pictures of your face, let us know what you're looking for in our product, stuff like that. So like really good merchandising things that as a company, like I was super impressed when I got the email. I was like, okay, like these people are really like, you know, looking out for their product and looking at how it's working for people. So this is great. I had emailed them back originally, like sent them like a video and a picture of my face, but then I emailed them again, and I let the person know. I said, hey, like this toner is burning my face, like is this normal, like am I doing something wrong? So I got an email back and they asked me what I purchased. First of all, like, why are you asking me what I purchased? Like, you could have problem solved that answer because you got my email and you sent me an email when I ordered. So what is the problem? But whatever. I sent back what I purchased. I'm nitpicking, I know. I sent back what I purchased, and then they said, okay, you purchased 2 toners. You know, you're not supposed to use those. You're not supposed to use them at the same time. I said, okay. I realized once I got them that they were 2 toners and I'm not using them at the same time. I used one this time and one this time. And then he sent me another email back and he said, no, like don't use them together at all. You know, just choose one to use. I said, okay, fine. However, it is still burning. What am I supposed to do? Like, is there something wrong? So he said, asked me what my cleanser and stuff like that was, and I told him. And so then of course, I keep saying he because it looked like a male name, but then the person or the company said, well, you should get our cleanser and our moisturizer because it'll work better with the product. So I went on the website, their moisturizer is sold out. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait and see if it comes back in stock. Until then, I'm just gonna stop using the toner because that's the first thing I was using, and that was what was burning my face. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just try using the other things and see if they burn my face, which they didn't. Like the spot treatment doesn't burn, and neither did the refining cream. I stopped using that. I was waiting for the moisturizer to come back in stock, and so then when it did, I purchased both the moisturizer and the cleanser. I get it, I think within a week, so decent shipping, you know, especially if it's coming from far away. I get the product. Once again, I'm super excited. I'm like, okay, let's get back on this. I get in the shower. I usually, when I'm at night, I get in the shower. I cleanse my face in the shower. I grab the cleanser. I put it on my face. I could have screamed. It was like a slow heat. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I put it on my face. I'm rubbing it in, and all of a sudden, it's like that hot sauce that you eat that at first doesn't seem like it's hot, and then it's hot. And I could not get it off my face fast enough. Usually when I'm in there, I just like rinse my face off, and I couldn't even do that. Like took the towel and rubbing it off of my face, splashing water on my face. It was burning so bad. It was burning so bad. Like it was worse than the toner. So I was like, well, guess I can't use this at all. I attempted to use the rest of the product. I couldn't even use any more products that night. Like I literally, all I could do was put moisturizer on my face. So I used actually their moisturizer, which was this Miracle Moisturizer. The moisturizer kind of cooled my face down. However, like when I was done, my face looked dry. Like it just looked dry. Like you don't ever finish your skincare routine and your face look dry. Like it shouldn't look dry. Your face should look moisturized, and it did not look moisturized. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, maybe it was just because like I had a bad experience with the cleanser the first time, so let me just go back without the cleanser. I'll just go back to using my cleanser. So I was like, all right, so forget this. I reached out to the company about getting a refund. So like when you do a refund, it's like one of those things where you submit it. You submit why you want the refund. You submit how you want the refund back. So like, do you want a gift card or do you want your money back? So I actually chose a gift card for the first item, which was the cleanser. So I decided to return the cleanser immediately. I chose the gift card because the dark spot corrector, I can start to see it working. So this is like 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks into me using the dark spot corrector, and I could visibly see my face start to change, like and the spots being lightened. So I'm super hyped about that. So I was like, okay, I'll definitely purchase this dark spot corrector again. So I'll just get a gift card. So I go ahead and I submit it, and then it gets to the end and it's like, okay, we'll let you know when you can return the product. And I'm like, what? Like it didn't immediately give me a return label. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait. Like maybe it's just wait a day, because I think I did it on a weekend. So I was like, okay, maybe just wait, have to wait till Monday, whatever. Okay. So I wait and almost a week goes by and I don't hear anything back. And I'm like, this is whack. Like, how come no one has like reached out to me about this refund? So then I sent an email to the original person I was talking to, and I don't get anything back for a couple days. And then they reply to me and they say, well, to get an immediate response, you can message on Instagram. And I said, okay, like I already submitted the form online, so I'm just waiting. Wait a couple more days and I'm like, forget this, let me reach out on Instagram. So meanwhile reaching out on Instagram, I'm still going through washing my face every day. And this one day at the end of the day, I get home and I take my mask off and my face is peeling. What's going on, guys? So I've been using Perfec-Tone now for like 2 weeks, well, maybe like a full week. This is happening. I've never had dry skin. Like my skin's always been oily or a combination. Like I've never had situations like this, and it's like just constant flaking. Like, what is this? Why is this happening? Like never. Granted, I wear a mask every day, but even before I started using Perfec-Tone, I was wearing a mask every day and my face was never doing this. Like, yes, my face was breaking out here, but it wasn't like flaking like this and like getting extra dry. Like, I just don't understand. I'm like, I'm just like, I'm so over it. I want to stop using it, but I'm just like, is this happening because it's like, I need to improve, you know what I mean? Because, and it's only right here, and then it also does it on this side, but it's not as bad right now. Like, look how dry it is though. Like, what is this? No exaggeration. It was like I had sunburn on my face and it was peeling. And then I noticed as I was touching the peeling areas, my face was red. I put like moisturizer on my face and like my regular moisturizer, and it moisturizes for a second, like, you know, like I can see it, and then like immediately my face like sucks it up. Like it's just gone. And my face is dry again. And I'm like, what the cuss? I've never had dry skin ever in my life. I've always been oily, maybe had one dry patch like in my whole adult life, and I'm almost 35. So I've always just had oily skin. Never in my life have I had an experience like that. So I was like, this product burned me. It burned the mess out of my skin. For 3 to 5 days, my face was like that. And I had to heavily moisturize my face after this. I think at some point I stopped using all the products because I just wasn't sure anymore, and I just went back to my basic cleanser, toner, and moisturizer that I was using prior. And my face, it was almost like it couldn't get any moisture anymore. It was not sucking anything up. My face, it like none of the moisture was not going in my pores like at all. I didn't even know what was wrong. Like it was just peeling. This is so awful. So I reached out, so finally I reach out on Instagram. I get someone immediately, and then they tell me, you know, they say, well, what's your email address? I give my email address. Well, what are you trying to return? And I tell them. So then they say, okay, here's the address and you can return the items to here. What? Once again, I did not get a shipping label. And I'm like, who does this? I was like, oh my gosh, whatever. At this point, I was just annoyed. So I packed up 3 of the products. I packed up the cleanser, and the 2 toners that were burning the crap out of me. I bubble wrapped them and I put them in a box and I sent them on their way. And I was just like too through with the whole situation. Like I just felt like it was bad customer service, like for sure. The fact that she couldn't even find my return to like match it up, to like send me a label. And then a few days later, I get an email saying, oh, you know, here's your shipping label. Like it was just too much time in between. And it was almost like, you know, like I said, like they just didn't want me to return the product, like, or they just didn't think I was gonna go out of my way to return the product. Like, no, like if it wasn't working, like, you know, I want my money back. As far as my review for this company, y'all get like a 3 out of 10, like for sure. Like, and you only get a 3 because your 2 products actually do work. The dark spot corrector definitely works. This just bad customer service, I don't know if that's worth it. I don't know. And the redefining cream as well definitely works. I can definitely feel like the texture of my skin changing. My skin is so much smoother. Well, yeah, that's the only reason you're getting a 3. Other than that, you really deserve a 1 out of 10 because just the customer service, nah. Bad customer service, you can miss me with that. Like, I'm not here for it. I need to have good customer service for people to want to come back. Even if the product didn't work for me, you still give that customer good customer service. So that's just my opinion, you know. But anyway, so yeah, my face is just getting back to feeling normal. And it's been I think 2 weeks since the whole flaking situation and just the badness. So yeah, and now my skincare routine is pretty bomb. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was informational enough for you. Like I said, I still use 2 products from the line and I still think they work, but I'm just not sure how I feel about the brand overall. So that's why I give it such a low rating. So, but that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can get notified when I make new videos. Other than that, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.